Hey, good evening, everyone. Well, there's no need in me waiting for anybody to come on to join the video right now because they don't expect me to be on here talking anyway. So, which I'm really gonna get better at. But let me just jump into it. I want to talk about how my day started out. I was just it was a negative energy like trying to consume me. And I was just like, from just something simple as what I seen on social media. Like, it's just like, kind of things. So, and I probably even shouldn't be talking about this right now because, I said by the afternoon, I wasn't going to let this negative energy or this feeling of irritation or whatever I was feeling inside for no reason at all. Right. So I feel like if it was for no reason at all, then there's no reason to entertain it. And so I just, I had to think about the good thing, what's been good happening and what's good to come. I don't know if my tiredness from this good thing that I'm getting together is just consuming this thought process of mine. But I know that I know that many people, they do love me. They do love my personality. Many people don't get my personality, but there are some people that actually either you love them or you just don't like them. It's not an in between, and I'm one of them people. Like, either you get me or you don't, But most of all, I would say I'm a respectful person to anybody. Very respectful. So I had to get back to the whole thing of me and the positive things going on, So I'm, definitely I have put on hold writing, editing, because last summer, that's what I did. I co-authored in three separate books last year. And I was ready to kind of do my own thing, my own co-author book, but me headlining and have other authors, write in my book. But got sidetracked. So I decided that with my other business, I was going to do a after school transportation system. And that's just pretty much just transporting the children from their school and dropping them off just to taekwondo or to dance class or whatever sports they have after school or whatever. And their parents pick them up from there. It's just the in-between after school transition. So I've been, and I can say where I had to focus on the goodness is that some of this is happening so unexpected that there's no answers to it. I have no answers to how things are folding out. I think this is a thing we talk about spiritually where you have to just move with it because everything is not going to make sense. But, I would say through growth and maturity in business, actually these last 5 years, because I just made 5 years in business with our Unique Friends babysitting nanny service. So, but, with me, actually, it's just been I felt like in my soul, it was the push year. This was the year to upgrade and bring that particular business front and center. So anyways, didn't know how I did it. Didn't know how it happened. All I know was I wanted a vehicle that'll hold these kids. And okay, got the first one. Got the first one. And then, moved on. But then something told me, like, I need two. I'm like, there's no way I need two vehicles. My soul wasn't going to rest just until I got two. So, I was talking to my business mentor, Miss Deidre Pittman. And, we were having a meeting and I was just telling her. And she was just like, we'll get the second vehicle. Like, go for it. And I'm like, left like, how in the world, how is this going to happen? But anyways, I just kept at it and did what I needed to do. And I was like, okay, cool. Got the second one. I mean, I had a little challenges with this one, but at the same time, and I'm wrong for letting my frustrations get in the way and get the best of me over the weekend because I had that on my mind. But everything worked out. Everything worked out. The little monkey wrench that started out to irritate me, it just went away. It went away. The finance person, I don't know. They, like I said, today, whatever they told me on Saturday, it didn't even exist. He's like, let's move this along. Let's do the paperwork. Let's do this. So I was just like, okay, this is good. Very good. But I have to say, and I mean, more than anything, in life, we have our lessons. I mean, and I think this last year has been such a lesson for me in life, just really paying attention to the things that never really mattered to me. Never did I slow down enough for these things to matter to me. All I was like, is like, I just think a lot of times as if I can't see it or map it out in my brain or how it's supposed to be, or because the Virgo person in me, we have to be done, broke it down to the science, analyze it, build it from the granules and all the way up to what it's gonna be, or we don't make a move. Many people don't make a move because you can't see where it's going. But I feel like in life, I always tell people, I think we come to a crossroad. I mean, and I could be wrong, but I'm saying in my life, and I see it in other people's lives, but I feel like we come to a crossroad in our life every so many years. Okay. And meaning that crossroad, meaning that you have choices. You can go right, you can go left, or you could go straight, or you can stay where you're at. And that's the crossroad time where either you're going to take the familiar road, what you know, either you probably done made a right turn already too. So what's down that road. We know what's behind us. But then it's like the road we haven't traveled before. That's the road that many of us have fear of going forward and taking, or experiencing. So you get the same results because you take the second way. And, some of us, we be like, okay, like playing a sport, it's like, okay, we playing the same play, the same game. Like, okay, so I know better next time what to do, when this player comes or whatever. But it's like, unfortunately, it's not necessarily that way, because basically sometimes in life when you are down the same road, the same path, you're dealing with the same people and the same mixture, taxation and all of that, you're going to get the same results. Bottom line. I mean, we're strong people. We are strong people. But sometimes I just think it's more of a challenge, I would guess to say, when we go down the same path again and again, but then trying to circle ourselves with the same environment, the same people, the same things that make up our world. It's easier. Sometimes it's possible to end up getting the same results. Okay. So I would say, like, I've learned, like I always said, like, hey, if I get opportunity and an option to do something different, baby, there's no convincing me to do it. I'm already on it, because you want different results. You want to experience new things and different things. And some of the old stuff you can take with you. And you take the new and the old and you mix it together, and you might probably take a great thing. You take good old stuff, not the bad stuff, because that means you're just gonna make the new thing toxic. It's like putting poison in something, and just it's gonna supersede. For some reason, negativity supersedes the good. When bad things happen, people remember those bad things for 50 years. They can go back and be like, oh, this happened in 1960 and this happened that. But at the same time, no one can really go back and say, oh yeah, back in 19 this the man, or 2021 the man, he fed the homeless and he did this and he did that, or he was in the paper. Like, people remember bad stuff more than the good, unfortunately. So negativity is a strong energy, and we have to be more careful about what we let in our life and how we let it consume our lives. So I said that, like I said, I started out like this morning, like, then seeing social media, and I'm like, like I don't even know why I'm feeling this way. Why am I feeling this way? Nobody did nothing to me, but I went on with my day. I did go to my lady. She got my nails together. Finally, I had some time to do that. I be in these streets trying to build an empire. As I always tell everybody, they be like, "What you doing?" I'm trying to build an empire out here, but I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna take me a vacation and actually regroup my brain, and some things that's been consuming a lot of my time and energy, we have to pull back from it. And just kind of, I was just telling somebody, sometimes we have to step back from the situation. Not that you're neglecting something you're passionate about, but sometimes, or people you're passionate about, but sometimes you have to step back from situations to see the bigger picture, or to get a different perspective of it, because sometimes when you're all in the midst of everything and in the chaos and the turn and twists and turns in life, you're in the whirlwind. But when you are, like, when you step back, you fall back, you do what you got to do, you take a breather, then we think clear our heads, and we think clearer, or things just, because God talks to us, and when we got all this stuff churning our head, going on and on and on, we can't hear him. It doesn't matter how much you ask and pray. The answer's there, or he's talking to you, but we just be doing our own thing and going on as we choose to go. So, the author, Laverne Calhoun, wants everybody to just stay positive. And when you feel that little cracking in there for no reason, just dust it off. Dust it off, or put yourself in one of them moods. I don't care. I listen to happy music. I listen to all kind of stuff that make me just be like, because I'm not even thinking about whatever it is. Of course, issues are not going to go away. But at the same time, when nothing has caused this mood to come over you, just in a mood, you just got to shake it off, or just lay low. Make it a Netflix kind of afternoon, or evening, a day or evening, until you get your mind right, get yourself right. Then we do better, because we don't want to toxify everybody else, or lean our toxic stuff over on others, when they don't even know what they did or what. It's like, so you know what? You gotta let it stop. Let it stop. Stay with you. Stick with you. Write it down in a book. Type it, put it on a piece of paper and fold it up, throw it in the garbage. I don't know. But just deal with it, or you go to therapy, either way, but we shouldn't involve others when we got our own little whatever things going on, So, because we are human, we are people, we have bad days. Even little children, and I work with kids, and they are human. They wake up some days and they have bad days. They just get up on the wrong side of the bed, but that don't change who they are as a person. That doesn't change how a person can love them. That doesn't change their love for you, for anybody. It's just a bad day. It's just not the day, So, and adults too. We have to remember that as well. So, I'm going to say bye, y'all. And I definitely will be coming on here talking more. Instead of me writing it on a piece of paper and tearing it up, throw it away, I'll just share it. Okay. All right. Have a good one. I'm off to continue to try to build empire, right? Bye.